everyone. Thanks so much for stopping by today. We're going to be making 2 different recipes from Magnolia Cookbook Volume Number 3, which is the dried fig and honey cheese ball along with the rosemary crackers. So we're first going to start out with our cream cheese because that takes 2 hours just to cool down and refrigerate. So let's get this party started. We have all of our ingredients right here. And the first thing that we need to do is chop up some of our ingredients. So let's get started. So we have some rosemary here. We're just gonna take some of this off and chop this up. And we have some chives to cut up and also some figs. So we only need about a teaspoon of this. So I'm just gonna take off some of this. Rosemary smells so good. Yeah, just a teaspoon, so not a lot, but this should be enough right here. Okay, let's see, let's chop it up. I do love a good cheese ball. I have never made this before from her recipe book. As you know, if you watch this show, I don't really love a ton of like nuts in my food, but I'm open to trying this and seeing if we like it. So that's maybe a little bit more than a teaspoon, so I'm just gonna get rid of some of this. We do need that for the rosemary crackers, so it's okay. And we need some chives, and I think this is also about a teaspoon. Yep. I should forewarn everyone and say that everything has been already washed, so not to panic. All right. So a little bit more than a teaspoon, but who doesn't love chives, right? All right, and some figs. So these are dried figs. We need about a cup, I believe. And she says just to chop them, so I'm just gonna chop them up. And now Penny's here because she's very interested in what we're making. Right, Penny? Yeah. I do love fig, so I think I'm gonna like this one. And luckily, I already bought enough, or I bought already chopped up pecans, so I don't have to worry about chopping that up. So just keep chopping until we get about a cup of dried fig. Penny is very interested in the cameras today. All right, so I think that's a cup, but let me see. See if I gauge this right. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, just a bit more. Okay, almost there. Do a couple more and we should be good. Alrighty. All right, we have everything ready to go. Everything's chopped. These figs are a little sticky, so I'm gonna wash my hands and we'll come back to combine everything. All right, hands are clean. Now let's mix everything together. So I have our cream cheese here. This has been sitting out. You need to make sure this is room temp or this will not mix well. You will be on the struggle bus. All right, so we have our freshly chopped figs, our honey, okay. We have our rosemary. What do I want to do with that? Okay. Well, our chives, our rosemary. We have a half a teaspoon of pepper. Right? Yes. Wait. Yes. I get worried when it's maybe too much pepper. Okay, and some salt. And only half of the pecans. Because the rest of these are gonna go onto this plate and we're gonna roll our cheese once this is all mixed together. So let's get to mixing. Alrighty. Okay, this is all mixed. Now, she says, using our hands, we're gonna form this into a ball and then we're gonna roll it right on top of this already prepared, well, it's just the pecans that we threw on here. But let's roll it. It's a bigger ball than I thought it was gonna be, to be honest. Maybe make a couple balls if you have a small crowd or a small party and you wanna make it not this big like a softball. but let's cover this. You could get creative and make, a heart out of it if it's for Valentine's or maybe, I don't know, just a thought. Okay. So dirtied up. Let me rinse off, although I'm gonna get my hands dirty again because we need to wrap this in plastic wrap and then this goes in the refrigerator for 2 hours. So give me a second to clean these hands and I'll start wrapping. Okay, hands are clean. Let's get to wrapping. All right. Okay. Wrap it up. Okay, see you in 2 hours. Let's get started on our rosemary crackers. Okay, now it's time to make our rosemary seasoned crackers. So before we put all of these ingredients into our food processor, we gotta chop up some more rosemary. So we do have about a teaspoon of rosemary there, but we need about 2 tablespoons. So I am going to chop away. I like to use rosemary in the winter when I'm making a cake and I use these as little trees. And I flour them or I put some powdered sugar on top so it looks like there's snow on top. So I just stick this into icing so it looks like a little tree. I digress. But, you don't eat the rosemary on the cake. It's just there for decoration. Just to be clear. All right, let's chop this up and see if we feel like this is enough. we definitely have 2 tablespoons here. So let's get to a combining. So I have my food processor right here. I'm gonna move this out of the way. And I am going to combine our flour. Done. Our olive oil. Okay. Our rosemary. Okay. Our salt, which is, let's see, 1.5 teaspoons. Whoops. Oh, what a mess that was. Okay. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of sugar. We have our garlic powder. We have our paprika. And now we're gonna pulse. Gonna get this little spatula here because I want to scrape the sides because I see a little of the olive oil sticking. All right, now let's pulse again. So now we're gonna add in cold water. Okay, dough is starting to form, so I'm gonna clean this area up. Wait, before I do that, kind of missing the Parmesan here. Can't miss the Parmesan, so let's throw that in. Now let's do a couple more pulses and then we'll make some crumbs. It's gonna break it apart a little bit. Although it is formed. I was worried the Parmesan didn't get included, but it's pretty good. So I'm just gonna do one more pulse around. All right, now we're good. So I'm gonna clean up this area, get some flour on here, and we'll start kneading away. All right, so we are ready to knead this away. We're gonna knead it, and then we're gonna split it in half. So, it smells really good. I'm not gonna lie, I had little hope for this. Not little hope, I shouldn't say that. I have low expectations for this, but I feel like this is gonna be really good because it smells so good right now, so. Okay, so we don't wanna over knead it. All right, so now I'm going to chop this right in half. And now we're gonna work with this one. We're gonna roll it out. Until it's 1/8 of an inch thick. Like, who knows how to do that? I don't know. It's gonna be an eyeball moment. If you heard that little button of outside, that is Penny asking to go to the bathroom. She knows just when to do that. I'm gonna do a couple more rolls. Okay, I have one of my prepared baking sheets here. We do use 2. So I am going to put this right on here. And we'll come back to this because we have one more to roll. Might use a little bit more flour. I don't like when it gets sticky.
Alrighty. There we go. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way and prepare to cut this up and get it in the oven. Okay, now it's time to get our crackers ready for the oven. So the first thing she says is to pat this down with a damp paper towel. I don't know if that's damp enough. Maybe it is. Hold on, I'm gonna give it a little bit more water. Because we're gonna add some salt on here. All right, so we have some flaky salt, and we're going to throw some on here. Alrighty, now, oh, a pizza cutter. I need to get my pizza cutter. Hold tight. Voila. Okay, so let's cut away. So I'm not, obviously these aren't gonna be squares. She does say to make them into squares, but I'm just gonna go with it. So let's see, let's do some strips. Alrighty. Okay, done. Now let's do this one. Yeah, I already put salt on here. We are good to go. All right, now we're good. So we're gonna get these ready for the oven. First, we have to just poke some holes in each of these. I should have maybe done that before, but who knows where the line would have been. So we just gotta cut some holes, poke some holes in our bread, dough, cracker dough. Okay. All right. I think we are good to go. I'm gonna throw this in the oven. I'm gonna actually separate it a little bit. Why not, right? We don't need to stay together. And these go in the oven for about 15 to 18 minutes. So, at 400. So let's get these in. Okay, 15 minutes and we'll be able to try out our cheese balls and our rosemary crackers. Okay, y'all, it is time to try our cheese dried fig ball, honey, cheese ball, everything combined, nuts. It's a lot to take in, but we're gonna ready to try this along with our rosemary crackers. It looks really good. We know that I'm not a big fan of having nuts or anything, but I'm hoping this is good because I do like fig, and we'll try it out. Okay. You know what? This is a pleasant surprise for me. This is really good. I did not think I was gonna like this as much as I do, but I really do like it. The crackers are amazing. I probably would have the crackers by itself, but this is really good. This might do better with like just plain crackers or bread. Super, super good. I did not think I was gonna like that as much as I do, but I do. So, thank you so much for coming by to watch me make these crackers and this cheese ball.
It is a first making a cheese ball for me, so thanks for being on the journey with me today. So if you make it, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later.